All right, this is John Shulman, head basketball coach at the University of Alabama in Huntsville. You're listening to the iBall podcast on iBallRadio.com.
We're brothers, we're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five. Brothers.
What up, and welcome to another episode of the iBall podcast. I'm your host, Derek Williams, also known as DWill, the coach, and I'm here with my co-host, my big brother, Brian Williams, a.k.a. Coach Chill Will. What up, Chill?
What's good? Everybody good?
Yes, sir. Another day, another dollar inside the iBall Radio Studios here live in Montgomery, Alabama. And oh boy, hey, listen, hey, Chill. I did my push-ups today. I got my dry fit on to kind of fit my arms. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling a little aki today. You know what I mean?
Yes,
feeling
sir.
a little aki today.
I got my work in too. I'm just gonna go and let the people know, man. If y'all see me throughout this episode with just random smiles, feel me.
Hey, listen, if we just had random moments of elation.
Yes, sir.
Y'all just bear with us, baby.
Yes, sir.
Bear with us, man, because iBallTDB and Guard Your Man is taking off.
Man, when we say we be working,
When we say we be
listen,
working,
I think it's become so much of a cliche.
Yeah.
Sometimes people just hear, we working, yeah, they working. You know, bro,
right.
we working.
We working.
Yes,
And
sir.
Chill Will, man, congratulations is in order, man. Congratulations is in order. Live hand clap. We're doing all this during the intro music.
Yeah, man. We taking over the intro, actually.
We taking over the intro. Y'all ain't even got to listen to our intro. Y'all already know it. So y'all ain't even got to
Taking over.
listen.
Yes,
But
sir.
man, congratulations is in order to our nonprofit organization, Guard Your Man.
Yes, sir.
Chill Will. Today, we were notified today that we have been
Rewarded.
selected as a recipient of the Montgomery Rotary Foundation 2023-2024 Grant Award.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Did y'all hear what I just said?
Man.
Guard Your Man has been awarded a grant from the Montgomery Rotary Foundation as one of their 4 recipients of their 2023-2024 Grant Award, man. And like I say, live hand clap. That's a live hand clap is in order for that, man. Like,
This is so major, man.
So major, man.
It's the first step in the vision that you and I been visualizing for years now.
yeah, it's been a while.
So, hey, man, when we say we got our feet on the ground, boots on the ground, and we moving,
Hand in the dirt.
man.
Hey, man.
That's exactly what we're doing. So listen, man, look out. You're going to see a lot more of Guard Your Man and iBall and iBallTDB. We here.
We here, man. And
We
y'all
here.
know, man, this has been a day for us, man, because as y'all also know, iBallTDB dropped the 2024 iBallTDB lottery rankings today.
Yes, sir.
Today, they dropped today, man. So if you haven't been to iBall, at iBall Radio on Instagram, Twitter, or at iBall_TDB, Instagram, Twitter, Threads, wherever you can get it. It's out there. I'm also about to go post it on iBallRadio.com. But before we get into it, man, because I done got way ahead of myself, I need y'all to do me a favor. Y'all see it scroll across the bottom of the screen if you're watching us on YouTube, man. Go subscribe to the iBall Radio YouTube page. All right? Go like, go share, go subscribe. That's the most important. Hit that subscribe button. Right? Hit the notification bell so you can get an update whenever we drop content on YouTube. We drop daily content on YouTube, y'all. If you didn't know it, sometimes we'll drop on YouTube that we don't even drop on Instagram, on our social media. So that's why you need to tap into the YouTube page, man. Exclusive content goes up on there. Also, go to iBallRadio.com. You can click on the header up top that says more. Click on the iBall Radio YouTube page, and it will take you directly there. Go tap in, man. Go log in and hit the subscribe button on the iBall Radio YouTube page. But with that being said, man, let's jump into this episode, man. Y'all know what we here for, man. I just mentioned it, and we dropped them on today. The 2024 iBallTDB lottery rankings. And every time we drop lottery rankings, is met with controversy. And it's always going to be like that, Chill. And the reason it's always going to be like that is because we only rank 14 players. It is 100 plus 200, 300, 400 players in the state of Alabama playing basketball, right? But however, we only rank 14 because, as y'all know, y'all been following us long enough by now that our rankings are based off the NBA draft. The NBA draft has a lottery, which is 14 teams. 14 players going to the lottery. And what do those 14 players get when they go into the lottery? They get the big money. That's the big money numbers. So these are what we consider to be the big money guys in the state of Alabama in the class of 2024. That's why we only rank. Now, listen, we're going to drop 15 through, I think I'm going to go through 100. That's how many names I got. I think I'm going to go all the way through 100. So we will eventually drop those on iBallRadio.com very, very soon. So be on the lookout for that for 15 through 100. And I might drop them in increments just to put them out there. But, yeah, we dropped the lottery rankings on today. And, of course, all of them have been met with controversy already. Already. It's always instant controversy.
You know it's coming, man, because you know what? I was going to say I think, but I know people now are really listening to our message and saying, if your guy's the guy,
right,
you need to make sure that you're letting the people know that, hey, my guy's the guy.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also important for your guy to understand if we happen to pull up at a practice, we see him in a gym, at an AAU tournament or just some type of event, that they are good as advertised.
Right.
That's how you get on our radar. And listen, come to the iBallTDB skills and evaluation camps. This is exclusively for us to sit down at that moment and evaluate your game, see what you do, and see if you're worthy of the top 14 or making the list at all, or moving your way up the list, or falling out
completely.
14
completely
all the way all together.
Because that's the thing, Chill Will. When you come to an iBallTDB event, we are there and we take you through our evaluation.
Yeah.
Right? We're taking you through things that we look at when we evaluate a player. So if that's what we're doing at that, and you want to be on the radar, everybody's saying, oh, you missed this person, you missed this person. I ain't never seen them before.
Right.
Right? If they go to some school that I don't travel to, or is not a very good program that makes it to area and sub-regionals and regionals and state finals, and they don't have marquee names, I ain't gonna know about you.
Right.
Because I'm not coming to your little podunk gym to watch you play.
But what has happened is everybody's gotten so used to how social media moves.
Stop. I want to cut you off.
Yeah.
Hold your thought. Social media. When you tell me about a player, because I put out a story post yesterday, right? I gave him 2 hours.
Okay.
In 2 hours, we got over 300, right? I couldn't even repost them.
Okay.
It was over 300 in 2 hours. I was like, you got 2 hours to tell me who I'm missing in class of 2024, right? I got a bunch of names that I didn't know. I went to just about each and every one of those names and looked at their social media pages. I'm going to say it again. The boys ain't hoopers.
Yeah.
They models.
Yeah.
Like, I go to your page and you're telling me he should be in the top 4. He should be in the lottery. And I go to his page and he has no basketball videos.
Only gas station pics.
Gas station pics, outfit pics. I'm chilling. Like, dog, that's not a hooper.
Right.
How am I supposed to get the information on them if I go to their page and they ain't got no information for me to get? That's not, I'm supposed to take your advice?
And everybody has a highlight film.
No, they don't even got that.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody has a highlight film. And they don't even have that.
But I'm supposed to take your advice on who I should put in the lottery. Yeah. And when college coaches call me, I should be saying this person's name. However, when the college coach go to look them up, they can't find no information on
all they see is model pics.
Come on, man. Y'all gotta use your brain, man. Y'all not using y'all brain when it comes to this. We give you this information. And that's the other part. Y'all ass ain't listening to the iBall podcast enough. Yeah. You're not tapped in. That's why you don't know this information. And I never look in the camera. I'm looking in the camera right now. Yeah. I'm talking to you, right? Y'all don't tap in enough. That's the reason you're not getting the information, and that's the reason your guy probably ain't on the list.
They moving off emotion.
Y'all moving off emotion.
They moving off emotion.
Period, bro.
We're moving off
facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Period.
I'm looking at what I see.
I'm looking at what I see. I am sitting down in a chair as a fan, as a critiquer, looking. And listen, we know basketball.
We know that. Now, that's one thing you could I'm here to tell you.
We know basketball.
I know the game. And when I sit down, Chill, I'm watching Huddle. I'm watching Instagram. I'm on Twitter. I am watching your highlight tapes. And if I got a relationship with the school or the coach, I'm calling to get full game film, right? Full game film.
We're doing a thorough investigation into your game.
Now, I'm going to go and put this out here right now. It's 2 guys that I think were left off the list, right? 2 guys. Makai Menifee from Dothan.
Okay.
Cedric Tootle from Carbon Hill.
Okay.
Those 2 guys I think were left off the list. Those 2 guys are more than worthy to be in the lottery, right? Joe Wimberly was left off the list, right? I can go on and on and on and on and on about guys who I think were worthy of the top 14.
But listen, people who know you know Joe Wimberly is our guy.
Right. No doubt about it.
That's our guy.
Right.
We've talked about him on several episodes.
Right.
And he didn't make the 14.
He didn't make it.
So we have an unbiased opinion when it comes to what we're saying we think the top 14 is. So, yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go and tell you, Makai Menifee probably should be on the list. Right? Like Makai Menifee is one of the top 14, 15 players in the state of Alabama in the class of 24. Right? Cedric Tootle, he's probably higher than that. I'm just going to be honest with you, but he's playing a lot of football. Go to his page, it's a lot of football. It's a whole bunch of football. He's one of those guys, when I get a call, coach, he going to play football? I don't know. Now, I'm going to get some kickback because I did put Cam Dooley on the list and I did put TJ Coleman on the list. Both of them have committed to play college football. However, you're not finna tell me it's 12 other players that's better than those 2 in the state of Alabama.
Right. Hands down.
Hands down.
Yeah.
Like, Cam Dooley's top 5. And he's not even getting recruited as a basketball player anymore. Listen, it burned my soul. I reached out to several people last night about that. And I got their advice on, man, what should I do on that? I'm torn, right? I got the rankings done, but I'm torn. Should I put them on the backside of the 14? I was going to put them at 12, and I was going to put them at 13 and 14. But that's doing them a disservice because they're better than that. If I'm going to put them on the list, I need to put them where they're supposed to be, or either take them off the list completely.
Yeah.
But
that's tough.
And that's tough.
I don't want to penalize a kid.
Because he's a 2-sport athlete.
Yeah.
Because we had a lot of 2-sport athlete conversations here over the last several episodes.
I just hope the football situation, because you're getting the early attention, pans all the way out like you wanted to pan out.
Right.
And I hope you're making that move because of the right situation. I mean, because of the right circumstances, not because you don't feel or trust that what you really want to do is going to happen.
Yeah. Like, it's going to take a while. I feel you.
You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because I'm going to say it again. I'm mad with Alabama, the University of Alabama. And I'm mad with Nick Saban for coming and toying with Spoodie's mind. Should have left him alone.
Should have left that boy alone.
He's a hooper.
He's a hooper.
And
still ain't got on the
yet to
field.
get quality minutes as a
defensive back
on the roster. And listen, you only need one good year. So
That's
next
it.
year might be the year. But what I'm saying is we've missed 3 years of Spoodie excitement on that floor.
Hopefully that doesn't happen to Cam Dooley.
That's what I'm saying.
I watched some of his football highlights from this past weekend when they played in the game. They blew somebody out. I think it was somebody. I don't remember who it is. But they blew somebody out. And he was out there laying hat. I mean, laying hat. You talk about a 6'6", stupid athletic safety coming up laying hat. So I get it. I ain't never seen the 6'6" safety. I might be mistaken, but I ain't seen it. He might be changing the game.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, maybe.
Might be changing the game.
True story.
Because he probably can run a 4-4.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't see many 6'6" running 4-4s.
But I saw him in the Alabama where the North-South game.
Right.
Listen. The most dynamic athlete on the floor.
I mean,
played 1, 2, and 3.
Come on, man. He was 4 and 5. Like, I digress. That's where I want to go.
That's not what we're here to talk about.
That ain't what I want to go.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it because it happens. And that was one of the criteria that we fought with going through these rankings, right? Like, it was that dynamic of do you or do you not?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, it happens like that, and we decided to keep them on. So with that being said, it knocked some guys off.
Yeah.
Because let's talk about the 24 class real quick. As we all know, the 2024 class in the state of Alabama has been completely and absolutely depleted, right? And when you say depleted, only 3 of them gone. Well, it was the top 3. Like, that was 1, 2, and 3 in this class. LeBaron Fallon, gone. Chase McCarty, gone. And RIP to our nephew, Caleb White. Right? So those were the top 3 players in this class. Hands down. You're not arguing with me. Argue with your mammy. like I'm being 100 with it, right? Those were the top 3 players in that order, right? So with those 3 players being gone, it shook up because it shook up the top, right? And with that being said, Ty Davis is who we had at number 4 on that list. I think it automatically bumped him up to number 1. Now, A.D. Woolley, who we have at 2, and I ain't gonna start going through them yet, but I'm just saying that the top half of this class was depleted, right? So I'm not gonna. It made it a little tougher because when you got your surefires, everybody, you can just put them on. Like it's surefire, it's no questions, right? So that makes it a little easier to do the rankings because every year in any class, man, the first 5 or 6 are really easy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to keep it honest. For those who have never evaluated to do a ranking, like the first 5 or 6 are easy.
Yeah.
Right? You might contemplate on order sometimes, but I'm talking about for us because we only rank 14. You might contemplate order sometimes. However, all in all, the first 5 or 6 are locked in.
Yeah. Lottery is lottery outside of 1, 2, 3.
Exactly.
Lottery is lottery.
Right.
So that means out of the whole 14, this is the best 14.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, so we can move around for whatever instances.
Yeah, I can move. Yeah.
But when you start talking about the debate of 1, 2, 3 at the top, that's where the real discussion comes in. Although in this class with that boy Fallon, it was no discussion.
It wasn't. And then like
Right.
Chase,
Yeah.
like come on.
Yeah. There was no discussion.
It was no. They went to Link and IMG.
Yeah.
Ding 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 ding. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like you say, it was no discussion with those 2.
Right.
Like and some might try to say Chase, but that kid, the boy LeBaron, just different.
Oh, bro, like Chase is next level. Like, let's not get it twisted. But we got to understand when we start looking at a Fallon,
He's superstar status.
I think he's generational.
Yeah.
Like every gym he goes into,
He lights.
like he is must see TV.
Yeah. And
That's
like,
what he is.
Like you say, he has that complete full personality, swag, all that.
Yeah.
all
And he
that.
understands like he understands his movement and why he moving.
Right.
Like I don't see him just randomly doing things. Like when
don't.
you look at how he moves around this game and
It's all
what he
calculated.
does. Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's all calculated.
Yes, sir.
That's why you love him so much.
Man, I love it.
Yeah.
Listen, when they
Chill
played
Will?
this summer,
Chill Will.
listen, how many games I
loves.
missed?
None. Like every game LeBaron played, he went to the court. No matter LeBaron was playing on the court next to him when Huntsville High and Hoover were playing. Your boy was sitting
In the middle.
in the middle.
To make sure I could.
Make sure he could see LeBaron.
And I was calling you on the phone like,
every
look,
time. Hey, LeBaron, your boy down here. So like that's his guy,
yeah, that's my guy.
and
Yeah.
rightfully so.
Yeah.
Right, we're gonna talk to him real soon. Coming up, too.
Yeah,
We're
we got to get him.
We're gonna
on.
get LeBaron on. We
No
didn't have him
doubt.
once. We got to get him again.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So like when you're doing rankings, that first couple is kind of easy.
Yeah.
Right, and then you kind of move. Once you start getting to that 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, it gets tough.
Yeah, that's where the discussion comes in.
It gets tough, man, because
Even order.
Even that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Order and then who gets in. Because like you don't understand when doing rankings, people, y'all know how many versions I got? Like I'll send a version out, have somebody send it back, they'll tweak it. Then I'll send it out to somebody else. Then I send out the tweak version to somebody else and look. So the thing, I got so many versions of it. So when you get that final even this morning, when Drake was putting it together, I hit Drake at 8 o'clock this morning. We were supposed to drop at 10. I hit him at 8, like, yo, I gotta change something. I gotta move. Bop, 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 boom. Right? He was like, man, I'm gonna call you in a second. He called me. I was like, bro, like, I gotta do that. Right? He was like, I bet. So we changed it up and it turned into what you see now. Now, it's some notable names that are left off. We had Spence Sims at number 6 in the last edition. We don't even have him in the 14. The reason why, I hadn't seen Spence Sims since last year. I hadn't seen Spence Sims play since I saw Fairfield lose in the regionals. Right? Like, I don't know where he played AAU. I couldn't find it. I called around. I was like, man, I even asked somebody in the Mobile area. I was like, bro, does Spence Sims still even hoop? That's how far off the radar he was this summer. I didn't see him in any he wasn't in Birmingham for the play date, right? So I didn't see Fairhope there. If they were, I didn't see him. And then I didn't see him anywhere on the AAU circuit because I heard he bounced between AAU teams all summer long. So if that's the case, I wasn't able to see him. So, yes, what I saw from Spence Sims last year, him and LeBaron Fallon going one-on-one, he dropped 46, LeBaron dropped 42, right? I saw that, right? I watched the film of that game.
So you know.
I know. That's why he's at number 6 in the last edition. But out of sight, out of mind.
Right.
I don't have time to say, oh, last I saw him last year, he was really good.
And that doesn't mean he wasn't in the lab crafting.
That don't mean he wasn't in the lab.
We just didn't see you.
He might show up on the scene for Fairhope this year and go
crazy.
And guess what? He'll be right back in the top five. Right? But it's going to take that. So that's the thing about this, man. Just to break down how we look at rankings, bro, we ranking what we see today, and we're ranking on what we think you can potentially be in the future.
Right.
So we're going off what you are as a player today and what your future potential is.
And you know what? I think when you start talking about we're looking at players' future potential, I think a lot of times when people do hit our DM and call us, their lines get misconstrued of what we're talking about there. Because a lot of people look at the next level and just automatically feel because my kid is performing or he got 20 or did something, he can play at the next level. I don't think people really understand the next level.
They don't at all.
So I think that a lot of times it gets lost in there because, listen, man, really sitting down and evaluating kids and seeing how they're going to project, and then when they actually get there, them having to go through the growing pains because we had a great conversation with Coach at Belmont.
Karan Johnson.
And he was telling us of how when they get freshmen on campus, they strip them down
all the way.
So there's a growth process that freshmen have to go through that you on the other side, and when you're talking about transferring to the next level, you don't even realize it's being equated. You're just thinking about what you're thinking about.
Yep.
So when we look at it and we start ranking, like I say, when we start talking about what we think they're going to look like and how they look to project on the next level, that's an even deeper thought process.
Hey, man, you just cut some people real deep just then. You cut them real deep because, like you say, they'll go out, oh, he averaged 20, oh, he averaged 30, or he averaged 40 points a game, right? But that don't translate to the next level.
At all.
Right? Because what did Coach Karan Johnson from a mid-major Division I Belmont say?
Yeah.
What did he say? Hey, you want to know how you can get on the court?
Yeah.
You got to be a fearless defender.
Right.
Then we'll worry about if you can do anything else.
Yeah, or even just getting you on the court. Let us figure out what you can do for us to get you on the court.
For you to get on the court, you got to defend.
Yeah.
Then once you get on the court and you start getting what we say the most important stat for a freshman.
Minutes per game.
Minutes per game. Once you start getting, then we can start seeing how we can utilize you.
Yeah, but
Greedy had that issue last year.
Bro.
Listen, he stayed on the court, but coach was like, I don't need you to score.
Right.
I want Sharp, I want Black, I want these guys to score. But however, I gotta have you on the court. So can you do these other things to get on the court? And he was able to do that.
While listening to us tell him,
go score.
Do you see that?
Yep.
Now they gotta understand that part.
Yeah.
The whole time we're what?
Snapping.
Go.
Why you ain't going?
And
you had opportunity.
He just listening to us.
Yeah, he's like, I got this, y'all.
I got it.
I got this, y'all.
Yeah.
And he got so tired of hearing it at one point, ghosted out.
Right.
Straight up.
Right. But that's us on the outside looking in.
Right.
And when, like we say, you start talking about kids getting to that level, there's a maturity side that's got to be where they got to be comfortable in their own skin and understanding this is what I got to do.
Mm-hmm.
Does everybody have that?
Nope. No. And everybody don't have a circle. And everybody's not mature enough to understand that. Take that criticism because most won't even go. They'll go into that situation mad about them not being able to do what it is they do.
Now you're a bad teammate.
Now you're
not showing up at practice.
Come on, man.
Now you decided not to do your work.
Come on, man.
Now you're doing a lot of off the court things that aren't really representative of who you are.
But you know what else you're doing?
But you're rebelling.
You know what else you're doing?
What you're doing?
Putting out bad film.
Yeah.
You're putting out bad tape.
Yeah.
So now when you do leave at the end of the year and you got, let me see his tape, and they go in synergy and they look at you in synergy and you got bad film. You all plus minus negative.
Hey, boy, listen. I know we have huddle.
Yeah.
That synergy life different.
Synergy life is different.
Ooh,
you heard
boy.
Coach Karan Johnson mention.
Bro.
Dog, synergy life is different.
It's different.
Bro, so I'm saying if you got bad tape, it's going to highlight bad tape.
They're going to see it.
So if that chip you're wearing on your shoulder, that attitude that you're walking around with, it's hurting you, bro.
Yeah.
It's hurting you. So here's the thing about it. Are you able to do that?
Yeah.
Are you able to go in and be, I hate this word, but I'm going to use it, humble enough? Are you? Because the definition of humble
Please tell them.
But I'm saying it equates to this situation.
Yeah, I got you.
You feel what I'm saying? Because can you be humble enough to go in and understand, hey, I ain't going to be able to do what I'm here to do. However, I want to play. And Greedy told us, I want to play.
He straight up said it. He's like, I understand what I need to do to play.
To get my 20-plus minutes per game, to get a starting role on this basketball, I know what I got to do.
But that allowed us to watch the game differently, too.
And you know what else allowed us to do, Bree? Relax.
Yeah, we were able to woosah after that minute. But listen. That's where you talk about your circle. It was us pounding him, and it forced him to articulate to us what's going on.
Right.
That's the growth that players got to have because, man, listen, players got to be able to talk to coaches.
Yeah, they
even when you have situations where you feel like something's not where it needs to be, as a player, you need to be able to go to your coach and have a conversation.
And listen, people ask us why we do the communications program with Guardian Man. Yeah, we talk about, it's for this, that, and the third, all this, but it's for you to be able to articulate yourself.
Yeah.
It's for you to be able to look somebody in the eye, extend your hand, shake it with a firm handshake, and articulate what's on your mind.
Yeah.
And not be intimidated in doing so.
Right.
Right? So that's what it's all about.
And then understand the information that you're receiving back.
Exactly. And processing it and then putting that into action.
Yeah.
Right? Because, like I say, to go back to where this conversation started from is you got to understand that just what you do on this level doesn't equate to the next level, right? Yeah. When we rank you, we're projecting your next level aspirations. We're projecting where we think you will fall in on the next level, right? And that's completely different because a lot of people out there thinking I'm one thing when I'm here to tell you, no, you ain't.
Bro, but it's so difficult in this situation because we are so connected to the game,
right?
And we have seen guys who we know are high level, high level, play mid-major,
right?
College, JUCO.
Yep.
All right?
Yep.
And we're talking about Power 5 guys.
Right.
So
hold on,
looking at you.
Keep going. You went mid-major, JUCO, low major, high major.
Yeah.
We've seen all of that.
But we've seen guys that have come from high major to the JUCO to work their way back up.
Listen, Cam Woods.
But so what I'm saying is if they had to go play JUCO to reinvent themselves, to get to the next level, to get another opportunity, what makes you think you just supposed to go?
What makes you think you can even play JUCO? Like I'm keeping it 1,000.
Right, bro.
What make you think you can go straight and play JUCO when it's D1 guys coming to JUCO?
And it's levels to it.
Come on, man. It's levels to the JUCO.
That's what I'm saying, man. So
that's why I put high major JUCO, mid-major JUCO, low major JUCO. I put them all on there.
So a lot of thought process.
Same thing for
goes
D1 and
ranking.
D2.
That's what took it so long for it to drop too.
Yeah, that's why
because
it
we're
takes so
constantly going through the information and looking how the landscape is changing, and then looking at these players and getting all this information. It takes a minute to drop. You just can't drop.
Right. And then here's the other part, Chill. I already had somebody ask me about the 25 rankings.
Yeah.
When y'all dropping them, I'm like, bro, that's gonna be a minute,
bro.
Because listen, it's potentially 35 plus college basketball players in that class.
Yeah.
On all levels.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna go NAIA, JUCO, D2, D3,
that
D1.
class is deep.
Deep. Like it's 35. Listen, I will say it's at least 50. I'm gonna say it like this. It's 20 to 25 guys that can like legitimately be considered for the lottery.
Okay.
It's going to be at least 10 to 15. It's going to be a whole nother lottery that's going to be left out of the lottery.
Hey, you know what the good thing is, though? You know the good thing? Next month, practice starts.
Come on, man.
Month after that,
come on, man.
Season starts.
So
we going to get to see that action.
Yeah. And we're going to drop them 25s before the season. We're going to drop them right in the 1st of October before practice start. And then we're going to start hitting these gyms. You're going to see me and Chill Will in the gyms at y'all practices.
We
checking y'all out.
We pulling up this year.
We pulling up.
We pulling up to practice.
Because we got time.
Oh, yeah, man.
We got time, man.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? So we going to be up in there. And like I'm telling you, your ass can drop out fast. Let me come in there if you have a bad day. Right? Let me see you have a bad day. And then the next time I see you have an even worse day.
But we just got to, you got to know how to respond to the bad day.
Come on, man.
We're not saying you won't have a bad day.
Oh, you gonna have those.
That happens.
Right.
But how do you respond to the bad day?
Right. Because a lot of y'all respond the wrong way, man.
Yeah, bro.
And that's a huge issue, man. But chill, Will, man. Let's go ahead and let's jump into it, man. Let's go ahead and break down. Let's go ahead and break down the 2024 iBallTDB lottery rankings. All right, man. Like I said, chill. It's been a lot of discussion already, right? It's been a lot of discussion already, and we gonna get into it like this. Starting off at number 1 to 10, or 10 to 1.
It's on you, bro. Let's go 1 to 10. Let's go 10 to 1.
No, start at the top, man. I like that. I like
Yeah.
that. Why we got that Cavs bumping in the background? Let's go with that. All right, man. Number 1, coming in at number 1, 6'5" point guard, Creighton signing Ty Davis from Mountain Brook High School. Let me ask you this. Do you think it's any debate there?
No.
Me either. The most recruited player in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, and like you said, we've already discussed what happened at the top, but we in the gym, man. And I saw Ty. You know what I'm saying? I saw Ty this summer.
Guy can play, man.
I like he pops off the floor.
Yep.
You know, he
Quick
plays
twitch. Quick twitch.
He plays the game with an energy that makes you want to watch him play.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
So
Yep.
no debate here.
No debate.
No
there,
debate.
man. Like I say, man, and I think he's gonna have a monster year at Mountain Brook this year. Monster year. Coming in number 2, yo guy. Hey, listen, I'm gonna be honest. This was the only person that I debated to be at number 1. This is the only person you debated to be at number 1, right? And like I said, it's kind of no debate that Ty was it. However, A.D. Woolley had a hell of a summer.
Yeah, he had a big time summer.
He had a big time summer to where it really, I think we had him at number 8 in our last edition. It boosted him all the way up number 2.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, man, when you look at it, he's gotten physically stronger.
Facts.
You can tell he's been in the weight room.
You see that body.
And he plays the game with an edge.
Mm-hmm.
And he's starting to figure out the difference that you see in A. Woolley this summer. He's starting to figure out that I'm that good.
Yeah. Like I'm that guy.
I'm that guy.
Yep.
So now
confidence.
with him starting to put that real confidence in the game,
Mm-hmm.
and him being a lefty.
A lefty.
Come on, bro.
With stupid bounce.
Hey,
y'all saw that. I know y'all seen the viral clip of him dunking on 2 people at the UAA finals.
Yeah.
Bro, it was sick.
Yeah.
Like he has that loud playability.
Yeah.
And when you got loud playability, you one of those guys. Coming in number 3, man, 6'10", forward center from Huntsville High School, Caleb Harrison.
Yeah.
Caleb Harrison had a hell of a summer.
Yeah.
Right? We have been critical of Caleb in the past because of his lack of athleticism. Or his lack of showing his athleticism, right? And I'm gonna say it like this. Not showing that nasty streak, right? Because when you saw Cade Phillips sit on the rim, you saw that nasty in him, right? We wanted to see that nasty in Caleb Harrison. And I'm going to tell you what really put Caleb Harrison on an extremely high level, which, in my opinion, took him from 13 in the last edition to 3 in this edition. And that was when I saw him play against Dwayne Brown in Birmingham. He had a hell of a showing.
Yeah.
He showed, I'm high level. I'm top level. I am high major Division I talent when he showed up in that game. You just saw it through and through, that the improvement that his game had shown over time.
Yeah. I think he had a very good summer of showing us some other things that he was able to do.
Yeah, he could put it on the floor.
Inside of the 3-point line.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
He did show that he has really good footwork. You understand what I'm saying?
He's arguably the best low post player in the state.
So he's got really good footwork from the standpoint of let me put it on the floor. Let me pull a big away from the basket some and get into a 2-dribble or 3-dribble combo and finish.
Oh, he hit Dwayne with a spin move.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. So when you start seeing that from a guy that's 6'10", you know, we it's hard to say. I mean, it's crazy that we're critical of a kid that's 6'10", but it kind of shows you why the pros do the lottery. They're saying everybody can play.
Everybody can play.
But somebody's a little bit better, but it's some really good players all through this thing. So Caleb definitely showed why he was like that.
Yeah, he did. Coming in at number 4, I'm going to just say it like, I don't know what the hell school he go to. I talked to him last night. He told me Jag. Listen, Jag is my old school. I didn't go to Jag. I went to JD. right? I went to Jeff Davis.
It's still gonna be JD to me.
It's
And I know
always.
we gotta say what we have to say.
But it's not the same school no
Yeah,
more.
it's
No. Our school is no longer exists.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? That's where I'm going with it. Like, okay, JAG is a new school in Montgomery.
Okay.
That's not JD.
okay.
Yeah, that's JAG.
Okay.
Completely different. So he was at Park Crossing.
Yeah.
He was at Jeff Davis. Then he left to go to Park Crossing.
Okay.
Now he's back at JAG.
Is he?
Yeah, I talked to him last night.
He's there.
I talked to him
Okay.
last night. Well, I don't know if he's there. I asked him.
Yeah.
Like,
and he
me
said
and
he's
him.
there.
I was like, hey, yo, I'm putting these rankings together. What school do I need to put you at?
So if
and
he's
he
not
texts
there,
me JAG.
yeah. So if he's not there prior to the season starting, he will be there.
Listen, if he ain't there, it ain't on us. He told me he was going there.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
tell me about this game though. What you see from
the
him
break,
this summer?
well, I was just I
Just real
ain't
quick,
know,
yeah.
I didn't know you was going to where.
Yeah.
I just wanted to throw that out there.
Yeah.
Damn boy been everywhere. But Jamaica Adair, man, is a bucket, right? It's now here's one guy who you can't keep him outside the top 5 of players in the state. You saw in the North-South game, when that game came down to the wire, what did they do?
Give him the ball and move out the way.
Everybody. For the whole damn near fourth quarter.
And everybody knew he was going to get
And
it.
everybody in the gym knew he was getting the basketball.
And he delivered.
And he delivered. So
Yeah.
it's hard
Yeah.
to fight against
Yeah.
Jamaica Adair.
Yeah.
Right? It's hard to fight against
Yeah.
this kid because he's just that doggone good.
He's very good.
And his athleticism has
It's
come
there
in.
now.
So now everything that people knocked him, well, not everything.
Yeah.
Some of the things
gonna
that
say.
people, some of the things that people knocked him for in the past,
Yeah.
you can't knock him for anymore. So now you can't deny his talent.
Can't.
You can't deny his talent.
And we can't measure his heart.
You can't.
But on the flip side of that,
Flip it.
we don't know. We're still trying to figure out how that game is going to translate.
Oh, he's the hardest guy in this class to evaluate.
Because you're going to have to go to a special situation where they say they're going to give you the basketball to do what you do best, right? And what I'm looking for him this year, and I probably won't see it because he's going to have the ball. What player are you going to be when you're forced to be in a different situation?
And I think we will see that this year because if OG is at JAG, that ball going to be in OG hands a lot too.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, because him and OJ are basically the same player.
Okay.
Smaller guards that can really get it done.
But OG is more a facilitator than a scorer.
Exactly. OG is going to pass.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? So I think Coach Charvez Davis is going to put that ball into OG's hands a lot and allow Jamaica to be the scorer that he is. Allow him to go get 40.
Okay.
Right? And we sometimes it takes Jamaica a lot of dribbles and a lot of work to get to his shots. With a guy like OG and Big Daddy on the court, I think we're going to see a different game from him if he allows himself to play that.
Gotcha.
Because I didn't see much different in the North-South game, and he was on the court with T.J. Coleman. He was on the court with Brandon Thomas. He was on the court with Cam Dooley. You feel what I'm saying? So he was on the court with guys who could take up that role. However, he still was the scorer.
I mean, he do what he does.
He do what he does, right? Period. Coming in at number 5, and like I say, before we leave Jamaica, he's the most controversial player in this class because he could easily be number 1. With his offensive talent, he could easily. But I'm concerned about him guarding. I'm concerned about him on the defensive end. So with that being said, I'm concerned about where he evaluates or translates to the next level.
Okay.
So coming in at number 5, man, Cam Dooley. We talked about Cam in the beginning of the show, man. One of those guys who's now committed to play football at the University of Missouri. And 6'6", small forward from Valley High School. Do you want to say something about Cam?
Hey, man, I just think he's an exceptional athlete. I think he's a hooper.
Yep.
He shows when he's on the floor that he's a hooper.
Right.
Hey, man, football came. The SEC came and gave him a lot of attention early.
Right.
And coming from where we come from and having an opportunity to get school paid for, I get it.
I get it.
But going where we're going,
right,
you got to believe in your talent that it's going to happen for you.
It's going to happen. But, yeah, so Cam Dooley's going to, number 5, going to play football. Coming in at number 6.
Yeah.
Coming in at number 6, man, Tristan Gilmore.
Yeah.
Now, this was a guy who wasn't even in the last edition of the lottery. But, bruh, his run with the Hawks Elite this summer and the way we saw him play with McAdory during June, bruh, this kid is a Division I basketball player. You seem to think, well, I don't know what I need to say. Whatever it is, one of them. You seem to thought that that you said he's a guard.
Yeah.
Right? Because they play him as a big because he's extremely long arm. He challenges everything at the rim. He is a legit rim protector at 6'6", crazy long arms, and probably not even arguably, he's the best athlete in this class. You can argue Cam Dooley, right? But I think Tristan Gilmore is the most athletic player in this class, man. And with that being said, I see what you're saying. That kid is a guard. I got him listed as a small forward, but I really think he a combo, man.
Man, this is the thing when we talk about it, because you're going to get put on the floor and do what you got to do.
Right.
But you can tell when a kid is on the floor and he receives the basketball, his movement.
You said.
And his movement says, oh, he's going to be able to step out and play on the wing.
Yep.
I understand what he's got to do in high school and play around the perimeter, but I don't see there being any letdown when you transition to the next level, and he's 6'6".
Long.
You feel what I'm saying?
Like I had to call last night, and I had to ask somebody. I ain't gonna tell who I called Coach John from Hawks League. I'm like, bro, how tall is he legit, right? And he was like, bro, he's 6'6". He got measured this summer. Then he sends me pictures of him standing next to 6'8" Jacoby Whitted, right? Like, look, he is 6'6", right? So, but my thing is, he looked taller than that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He looks big because his arms hang to his calf muscles.
Yeah.
Right? He is a unique looking specimen.
That's why he's such a good rim protector, such a good defender.
Yep.
That's why he's going to be able to do a lot of things.
Coach Karan Johnson will be able to use a Tristan Gilmore.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's going to go out there and he's going to defend.
Yeah.
Relentlessly.
Yeah.
And then he dunks everything. It's all you got to do is throw it towards the rim. Tristan Gilmore is going to get it. That's why he pops in at number 6 on these rankings, man. The kid has really, really improved over the last year. Coming in at number 7, man, another football player, TJ Coleman, another one that disappoints me. Now, this one burns you up. This one burns you up just as much as Cam Dooley. However, when I saw TJ Coleman, I ain't going to lie, bro. I saw an NFL safety. I'm just going to be honest with you. I know how good he is at basketball. He great handle, great distributor, extremely athletic, can shoot it decent, needs to work on his shooting. However, he can run your offense. He can run your team, right? But boy, he looks like an NFL safety.
But you got to understand,
big old hands.
He's 3 inches shorter
than Cam Dooley.
So when we start talking about 6'3", you really got to be special.
Yeah.
In this game.
Right.
6'3" is Dame.
Yeah.
Yeah. These boys are not that big because they had Steph at 6'3". Like, these boys not that big. But we start talking about the elitists.
Yeah.
When you start talking about
Russ.
6'3".
Yeah.
Guards.
Yeah. If you're a 6'3" guard.
So, you know.
Yeah.
I understand it.
I get it, but he's really good.
Oh, he can play.
That's what I'm saying. Like, arguably could be higher than this.
Yeah.
Because if you go back several editions ago, maybe 2 or 3 editions of the lottery rankings before this, he was at number 2.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, he was legit at number 2 in the rankings.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, so, that football hurts you, man. Like a 2-sport athlete, dog, it hurts.
Man, it just hurt in the ranking. It didn't hurt in life. Hey, man, do your thing. But hey, that boy can play some football, D.
He can play some football.
Hey, man, but he's a hooper too, though.
Yeah, he is. Man.
He's a hooper.
Yeah, man. And
he'll go to college, and every free minute he gets,
he gonna be in the gym.
No doubt.
Oh yeah, he gonna be in the gym.
He gonna be in the gym
for sure. He's gonna be one of them football players you see at the rec.
Yep.
Doing crazy dunks.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Because you know how 3, man.
You know how dumb athletic football players be.
Man.
Like, they be crazy athletes.
One of the craziest ones I ever saw, man, I was around, was C.J. Williams that played at Georgia Tech, running back.
Okay.
A lot of people probably won't know his name. Look him up.
Yeah.
But when this was way back, man, this was before the Vince. This was before I got a chance to be around Vince and all these guys.
Yeah.
And C.J. was only probably 5'10", 5'11".
Ooh, wow.
Crazy.
Bouncy.
Oh,
yeah.
my
Stupid
goodness.
bounce.
But long.
Yeah.
He had that AI length.
You
know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Makes sense, man. Coming in at number 8, man, Josh Williams, Helena. 6'3", big body guard, physical, shoot the cover off at parking lot range. Has an all-around game. Still needs to work on that handle. Needs to work on that small space handle. Needs to work on being a distributor. A couple of things that translate to the next level. However, his physicality at the guard position and his ability to guard any guard position with his body and physicality really puts him on another level.
Now, I love to hear us talk about these players because we come from so many angles.
Right.
So when I think about a Josh Williams, he bully.
Bully ball, man.
He is a bully.
Bully ball, man.
And the crazy thing about it is he understands that I can bully you.
Yep.
And we have the we'll tell a player, if you're doing something that nobody can stop, why would you change and do anything else?
Mm-hmm.
So when we watch him, we're like, we understand why you play like you play.
Right.
But then what we're saying is it's going to be some other bullies on the next level you're going to. You're not going to be able to play like that.
Right.
Are you going to be able to make that transition and still be Josh?
Exactly. That was a perfect breakdown of Josh Williams, bro. Because you got at the Ticket to Greatness, Grind Nation High School Basketball Combine back in July in Huntsville that we were at.
Yeah.
We saw him, and you said he was like, bro, he got to be a little bit more finesse.
Yeah, because he's bullying.
like it wasn't no referees out there.
Right.
So he was just like, I'm bully balling.
Yes.
Right. And even when he was at the iBallTDB camp in March,
yeah,
we had referees out there. He was shooting it from half court.
Right.
You know, we saw the bully ball, but we didn't see that. But we were like, boy, like, calm down.
Right.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Because he really gets it in that area. And like I say, his physicality is going to really help him translate to the next level. Right.
Yeah.
And coming in at number 9, man, hey, dog, I forgot, bro. I put the cast on, and then you ain't say nothing, man. I ain't had no music playing, man.
We talking. We talking this talk right now.
We talking
about these players.
Yeah, man. So coming in at number 9, man, Brandon Thomas, man, 6'7", Valley High School. BT, man, I love BT. I love BT's game, and you see what I got him listed as. Like, people call him power forward. Brandon Thomas is not a power forward, bro.
Man, I'm mad about the action that BT got this summer.
Yeah. Yeah,
it frustrates me that he's in the situation that he's in because he wasn't showcased.
Nope. He should be higher on this list.
Man, we didn't see him.
Didn't see him enough.
Yep. There were a lot of places we were like, man, where they at? Where's he at?
Where's he at? Like, we didn't see Valley.
Yeah.
Right? Valley won a state championship, and they were nowhere this summer. And Brandon Thomas was somebody who needed that look this summer.
Yeah.
There's no way they shouldn't have been in Birmingham.
Yeah.
They should have definitely been in Birmingham. Just showcasing him if nobody else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But 6'7" wing player, man, can guard, can rebound the hell out of the basketball, man. Top-notch rebounder. That's why I think he's a Division I player. I think his intangibles make him a Division I player. Being that 6'7" guy with crazy athleticism, can guard, rebound the hell out of the ball, physical, I think that's what translates him to the next level, right?
I got him being the most sought-after player in the state of Alabama.
This basketball season?
Woo!
Did y'all just hear that? He just said Brandon Thomas will be the most sought-after basketball player in the state of Alabama, and I can't argue with you because he does so much.
And people want to know.
Right. I'm going to tell you, you know who he reminds me of? You know what program I think Brandon Thomas would fit perfect in, and it's going to throw a lot of people for a loop?
What's that?
Bucky.
Okay.
I think he fits Bucky ball perfect.
Okay.
Because he's a hybrid, right? You can play him at the 4. You can have him guard small ball 5, right? Like on the Division I level in that ASUN. Like, you can do that. You know what I'm saying? And I really think that's who he is.
Okay.
Are they in the ASUN or the SoCon? One of them conferences. They might be in the
SoCon.
They might be in the SoCon.
Yeah,
whatever
SoCon,
conference they're in. But like I said, I think he fits Bucky's system perfect.
Yeah.
Because he's a hybrid. Like, if you think about Bucky's system, go back and think about a Trendon Wofford, a Kobe Jones, like those guys who could play that 3-4 position in the mid post and turn and do things. Bucky runs the same thing in college, and he's able to get up and down that floor, and Brandon can run the floor with the best of them. Listen, if Bucky was to call my phone and ask me who we need to be looking at, first person I would say would be Brandon.
I'm telling you, man, I think that kid's game is really going to translate to the next level because he has so much size. And like you say, he has the ability to do a lot of different things. I'm telling you, I think people are really going to come in and look and take hard looks at him like, man, we know where he is, but where's he really gonna be at? I think
Right.
people gonna really be in the gym giving him a hard look this year.
They should, and we're going to make sure they are because we're going to talk about it.
Right.
I'm telling every coach with an ear,
Right.
hey, y'all need to make sure you go watch Valley and thoroughly evaluate Brandon Thomas. Right. Coming in at number 10, this might be the least known person on the list. Like, honestly, this might be the least known person on the list, and that is Zion Hunter, a 6'6" small forward from Mary G. Montgomery, ran with Team Spates Gulf Coast this summer. This kid is a freak of nature. Bouncy out of, listen, I said Tristan Gilmore and Cam Dooley, throw Zion Hunter in that conversation. He is crazy athletic, right? Shoots it pretty well, but he can guard. He can run the floor like a deer. Like, he is more than deserving in being in the top 10 in this year's lottery rankings. And like I say, he's probably the least known of any of the guys on this list. So there's a lot of people out there probably looking like, how he made the list. You know how he made the list? You obviously ain't see him play. That's how I would made the list. That's why we do this and you don't.
Yeah.
Right? Because we saw him play, and he is definitely deserving to be on the list.
Hey man, size and athleticism. That's something that you can't teach.
You remember who you remind me of?
Who's that?
What's the kid named Bryce Dawkins that went to UAH that now he transferred to JUCO. He went JUCO this year. But the left hand, stupid athletic, crazy. That's who his game reminds me of.
Man, that's what I'm telling you, man. These kids are working for opportunity, and he has size. And like I was saying earlier, you can't teach that.
Can't teach that.
So when you start looking at the things he's going to be able to give you, I'm gonna be able to translate. Right. So I'm able to see. I'm anxious to see Mary G. Montgomery, see what kind of leadership qualities he shows this year as far as getting his team to where they playing games that matter.
Right. Hey, that 7A level is going to be tough, especially coming out of the A. But listen, it's an opportunity down there. Listen, LeBaron Fallon.
Yes. That's what I'm saying.
Go.
You can be moving
Can
now.
Zion step up? Right. Same things. Fairhope, Spence Sims, can they step up, bro?
Yeah.
It's the opportunity is there. But I got the word that he is the number 2 player behind Fallon in the state down in the Mobile area.
Who, Zion?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It's another kid that didn't make the list that's high on my list also, but he was right outside, and I'm going to mention him just for the love. Honorable mention, Clay Schofield. Clay Schofield led the country in scoring last year. He was the one dropping 50 balls, right? He scored more than Jamaica. He scored more than LeBaron, right? So
and your boy, Tyler.
Mallory.
Yeah.
Can't forget Tyler.
Hey, boy, that's a bucket.
Can't forget Tyler.
Come on, man.
Right, put some respect on Tyler's name. Straight like that.
Indeed.
Coming in at number 11, man, Tommy Tisdale.
Yeah.
Tommy Tisdale.
Listen,
Mr. Keith, right? And DWill has varying opinions when it comes to Tommy Tisdale, right? Because watching him this summer at the North-South game, I wasn't thoroughly impressed. He's been out of camp several times, and I was extremely impressed, right, with his ability to do a lot of things. However, in that game, they tried to play him at the point guard, and I don't think he can play point guard. I'm just going to sit here and say it. I don't think he can play point guard on the next level, right? Projecting to the next level. I think he's going to be more of a combo. He's going to be more of a 3-and-D type guy. And people, I want to explain something. When we say 3-and-D, we're not talking small forward. We're talking about a 3-point shooter and a defender. That's what 3-and-D mean. Doesn't mean small forward defender. It means 3-point shooter and defender, because Tommy Tisdale is a bucket. He is in the boat of a Jamaica Adair. He's going to have to go somewhere where they're going to have to allow him to be who he is.
And that's what I was just about to say. The more I look at Tommy Tisdale's game, be who you are.
Right.
And this is what I'm going to say. The reason I have varying opinions about his game, and this is going to sound crazy, because he doesn't have, I'm going to just say, that automatic long basketball swagger when you see him. But he's very efficient at what he does.
Yep.
He works in the weight room. He can guard the basketball.
That's his
so
main.
It's crazy that I'm saying what I say about him when I say all the things that I do say about him.
Right.
Because he can get it done.
The good outweighs the bad.
Yes.
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 For sure.
But like you're saying, we got to stop feeling like, and you said it to who we have on.
We got a lot of people.
No, I'm talking about, we had him on the player circle and we were talking about shooting the basketball.
Oh, Simon?
Yeah, we had Simon Walker on and we were talking about, doing other things.
Right.
And you like, hey man, just shoot the basketball.
Yeah, shoot.
That's where we need to be at with Tommy Tisdale. We need to stop figuring out if he's going to be able to play the point. No.
No.
Be the 2, do the 2. You are a 2.
Hey, can I say thank you? Can I say thank you? Because it's unfair to evaluate Tommy Tisdale any differently than you evaluate Simon Walker.
It can't.
Because one thing shooters do is shoot. And I'm going to say it again like I said in that interview. It's a lot of guys on the highest level making a whole boatload of money because they can shoot the basketball.
And you can't teach a guy who can shoot it and actually make it go in.
Right. And Tommy's more than a shooter.
Yeah.
He's a bucket.
Yeah.
Like, he can score in a variety of ways. He's really good in the mid-range.
Yeah.
And, like, if you're really good in the mid-range, you're going to play on the college level. Because I'm here to tell y'all people, college coaches love the mid-range game. They love it. In college, right? In pros, it might get a little different, right? But in college, they love it.
And I think he's just going to continue to get better.
He is,
because
man.
his work ethic is there.
And he is arguably, and I'm finna look at some. Nope, he's the best defender on this list. He is the best on-ball perimeter defender on this list. That's why he's mainly on the list. We all know he's a bucket and he can score, but the reason he's on this list in the lottery is because of his ability to guard the basketball. And he can guard the basketball. He sits on it.
He's a big 6'2".
That's what I say. Listen, you could tell he in that weight room because he got a short neck.
Yeah.
Right? He don't got a lot of neck, so he don't look as long. Right? He got broad shoulders, but he don't got a long neck. So, you think look at him, and he's, like I say, he probably closer to 6'3", but I think he's 6'2".
Okay.
I think he's 6'2". He probably closer to 6'3". And we always give inches.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, I kept it kind of true. Coming in next, though, at number 12, Justin McCall, Grissom High School, 6'3" shooting guard. Justin really bumped onto the scene in the last couple of years also. And I think this is going to be a big year for him because now he gets the opportunity to step out of the shadow of Izzy Miles and R.J. Johnson.
Yeah.
He's been riding behind those two all of his career.
Right.
And now he's getting the opportunity this year to break out. He had a hell of a summer on the stroll with Hawks Elite.
Yeah.
Played very well. Came to the iBallTDB camp in March, showed very, very well. Right. So the thing about it is he is a player that is going to get a lot more interesting as the season goes on. Mm-hmm. He's extremely bouncy. I think he can play a little bit of that point guard position. Now, I'm not saying he's a point guard. I'm not saying he's a great distributor, but he's a prototypical combo guard where he can help you relieve some of that pressure off your primary ball handler.
Hey, man, this is going to be a big season for him, and to his credit, this is his opportunity to step out and shine because their team is going to look a lot. Izzy gone, RJ gone, so
DJ gone.
First things first, can you keep Grissom at that level of where they've been the last couple of years?
Right.
You understand? You got a running mate with you.
Right.
So what I'm saying is this is a wonderful opportunity for a kid like this to just really show why I'm in the lottery ranking. One, and then two, why I'm named in the state of Alabama.
And it's going to go a long way to predict his level.
Yeah.
Right? Is he going to get a Division I look? Is he going to get a Division II? Or is he going to have to be NAIA, D3, or JUCO? Right?
Or prep, then get busy.
He is one of those guys. I think he's probably the one guy on this list that is across all spectrums. Right? Like, he could literally, because I think he just took a unofficial to Belhaven.
Yeah, I saw that.
Right? So, like, he's one of those guys that
we connected to Belhaven.
Hey, man, we sent a couple of them down there.
Yes, sir.
We sent a couple of them down there, baby.
Shout out my man, Ed Wilcox.
Shout out Ed Wilcoxon. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Forrest Yarborough. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we sent a couple to Belhaven. But, he's one of those guys that literally could end up anywhere on that spectrum. Right? But one thing we do know is he will be playing college basketball after this basketball season.
No doubt. And listen, out of all the conversation we had, everything we talked about, that's the most important thing that just came out of your eyes just now. Are you going to have an opportunity to put on a uniform next year and say, I played college basketball?
That's all that matters.
Whatever level.
Period.
And then just continue to dominate that level, play yourself to the next level, and just be able to play. Get on a roster.
If you even choose to go to the next level.
Yeah.
You might be happy where you're at.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here to tell you, I'm looking at the camera. I don't look in the camera because you're not supposed to, but I'm looking in the camera to talk to y'all right now. You better like where you at.
Yeah.
Like, you better like where you at. Don't be going there saying, oh, I'm finna play here to go to somewhere else.
Yeah.
Like, we talked to Coach John Schulman from UAH about you should be selling guys on, hey, come to my program for 2 years and go D1. Nah, bro, you better be going there to stay there.
Yeah.
Because
well, he know the game.
He know the game.
But we're talking about from your mental.
Yes.
So you can make sure, and I tell Greedy this every place, man, unpack your bags.
Unpack your bags.
You going over there with your bag. Yeah, you going over there with your bag half packed, and you're not even putting the work in that you need to be putting in because you 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
Right.
You need to, if this is the situation, you need to be all the way into that situation.
All in. That's the only way you're going to get the best out of it.
Yeah.
That's the only way you're going to get the best out of it. Coming in number 13 is Justin McCall's teammate, Brendan Martin, 6'7" wing from Grissom High School. He also ran with Hawks Elite on the circuit this summer. 6'7", and he's really a pick and pop 4.
Yeah.
He's a wing. And he might be closer to 6'8".
Yeah.
I think he may be closer to 6'8". He's a big kid, man. A big kid that can really shoot the cover off the basketball. Now, last year, playing behind Izzy and RJ, playing that sometimes fourth score role on that squad, sometimes fifth, behind DJ Thompson also, he was just a spot-up shooter. So I'm knocking down threes, right? He's a pick and pop, spot-up shooter, and he was making shots. This year, he's going to have to show more to his game. And he showed that throughout the summer that he's able to do a lot more. He's able to put it on the floor. He's able to guard. He still needs to work on his lateral quickness. However, he has shown that, hey, I'm a big kid that can really shoot the basketball.
Hey, man, you want to be in a situation where your game has an opportunity to grow.
Yep.
You know, and a lot of times, to his account, he was able to come along and develop slowly and not have everything resting on his shoulders because you had a bunch of running mates.
Mm-hmm.
Now that those guys are starting to exit door left,
right,
it's time for you to step up and show, you know what, I'm that level too.
Facts, man. And rounding out the 14, man, we've made it to the end of the lottery rankings, man. Coming in number 14, and I'm gonna go and be honest with you, this kid is way too low. But however, he has some things to do in order to get himself to where he should be. That's DJ Hamlet from Hillcrest High School, 6'4" shooting guard out of Tuscaloosa. Bro, this kid can play. Now, it's arguably who really running the city in T-Town. Is it A.D. Woolley or is it DJ Hamlet? Because DJ Hamlet is in that same conversation with him. However, I think he has to get his body in order, right? I think he has to get in better shape. I hadn't seen him in about a month or two now, right? So hopefully he's been locked in that weight room, really changing his body, and I hope he hears this because that's what's going to really get him to the level he wants to be, is him changing his body and changing the way that he's able to go consistently.
Yeah, man.
Because he's a bucket.
That's what I was just going to say. DJ a hooper.
He's a hooper, bro.
You understand what I'm saying? But like you said, man, when you start moving around and who's running Tuscaloosa, come on, bro.
Yeah, I already know.
You know, but what I'm saying is, listen, perfect opportunity,
right,
to show I am what I am,
mm-hmm.
and you just got to put it together. Like you say, man, it's crazy because when we look at players now, we really see the player that's working because you can really look at their body. Like, I didn't understand that at first.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really understand that, but now over the last, I'm gonna say 2 years, but really, like this last year of looking at a lot of players. I'm talking about NBA players.
Right.
I'm talking about college players and just looking at their bodies when you see them. Oh, you can tell who's working.
You can tell who's working. Like, and that's what I want to see.
And
from DJ.
I'm not talking about just in the gym.
No, I'm not talking about
shooting
skill
shots,
work. No, I'm not talking about skill work.
I'm talking about I'm working on my body. I'm working on my nutrition. I'm working on everything.
Right.
Now, some people just naturally.
Yeah.
But for the most part, you can look at a guy and tell. Like,
listen, if you were pudgy, looking, not even you. Listen, it's a lot of guys. James Harden, who looks pudgy, but when you take off his shirt, buddy ain't pudgy at all.
Or when you see him in person.
Exactly. You're like, dog, I thought you were fat.
Slim. Very slim.
You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
like that could be DJ.
Yeah.
However, if you come out and you go to work and you see, and now next time I see you, I'll be like, oh, he been working.
That's going to change your whole mental on where he is as a player.
It's going to change the trajectory.
Yeah.
It's gonna be when a coach calls me, hey, man, I'm looking for a guard who I need to be looking at. And I give him the rundown, and I tell him, he's like, I ain't heard that name. Well, tell me, I'm going to say, hey, coach, he went from looking pudgy to looking real ripped up.
Right.
Right? He could always play. And now your body's in better shape. Now you're doing more on the basketball court. Now your game is starting to evolve. And I think that's where he is with it, because we already know he made the 14. We know he can play.
Yeah, he can hoop.
He can hoop, right? I want to see him take it to the next level, because I really believe that DJ Hamlet can be a Division I basketball player.
Well, let's see it.
I really do.
Let's see it, DJ.
Let's see it, man. But, hey, man, that rounds out the iBallTDB 2024 lottery rankings. Now, listen, man, it's a lot of names that didn't make this list, like we said. And we're going to do this again before games tip off in November. You'll get another 2024 rankings. Once we get to these practices and we get to evaluate some guys up close and personal, some of these guys might move. Right? We already named some of those honorable mentions that didn't make it. The Clay Schofields, the Joe Wimberleys, the Cedric Toodles. Like, it's a lot of guys. Lawson Pippins. Lawson Pippins is a guy from Madison Academy that's been in the last 2 editions of the lottery rankings and fell out this time. Cam Bell is another guy from Madison Academy who got consideration to be inside. So it's a lot of players out there who we've seen, who we evaluated, who are deserving to be inside these lottery rankings. But like I say, bro, we can only rank 14.
Hey, man, just know you're on our radar. So be good as advertised. Every opportunity you get to play, man, take it seriously. You get an opportunity to go to practice this afternoon, man. Take it seriously.
Right. You got Jaden Scott from Park Crossing. Yeah. You got Braylon Bernard.
Bro, we can go on.
On and on and on and on.
It's a bunch of names.
It's a bunch of names. So y'all just got, hey, listen.
And listen, and when you play in games that matter,
makes a sense.
At the end of the season,
makes a lot of difference.
Now all of a sudden you playing and you're being evaluated in a different situation where everybody else is at the house. So that's why we say playing in games that matter, man. But, man, that's going to end it for this week's episode of the iBall Podcast, man. Hey, before we go through anything, man, make sure y'all go do me a favor, man. Check the bottom of the screen right now. Make sure you go check out guardyourman.org. Go to guardyourman.org. Like me and DWill announced it at the beginning, we have had the honorable privilege of being selected as one of the 2023-2024 recipients of the Montgomery Rotary Foundation grant. So that means, man, we've been telling y'all, we tell y'all all the time, we always working. We be working. Like right next door, this wall I'm touching, y'all see me touch this wall. Right on the other side of this wall is our Guard Your Man office, boardroom / classroom. Listen, it goes down, right? We are always working, and this is just a symbol of our hard work, man. And we want to say thank you very, 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 very much from the bottom of our heart to the Montgomery Rotary Foundation. Indeed, man. Like, made our morning.
Hey, man,
we've been working, man. So to get that call, hey, man, it's epic. But listen, it goes to show, like, what we're doing is hand in hand. We came from nothing into something. A lot of you guys are coming from nothing into something.
Yep.
But once you actually get there, and like you say, people, you have arrived, you can't be satisfied. You have to continue to work. So the work for us really right now is really just beginning. But we've learned through time to celebrate these small victories, bro.
Yes, man.
And this is not a small. This is
I was going to say, this one here. This one here, big,
so we celebrating them all. Yeah, we celebrating them all.
Hey, we celebrating them all, man. Like, again, man, shout out to the Montgomery Rotary Foundation for selecting Guard Your Man as one of the organizations they chose to support, not only for this grant, but support us throughout the year as we have a lot of events coming up with the Montgomery Rotary Club over the next year. But, man, with that being said, man, we're gonna get up out of here for tonight, man. Like I say, you see it scrolling across the bottom of the screen right now, man. Go to guardyourman.org. Also, man, look at the bottom of the screen, man. It's going again. Go subscribe to the iBall Radio YouTube page, man. Share, like, comment, and make sure, more importantly, hit the subscribe button, man. Hit the subscribe button. Also, go. You see it? Hey, listen, everything scrolling across the screen, man. I hope they're paying attention. Visit realtalktees.bigcartel.com, man. Go on there. We got gear on there, man. It's a little Real Talk Tees gear. It ain't a lot, man. We got a little something on there. But go on there and make your bulk orders, man. If you're a team, a school, family reunion, whatever it needs, we can take care of all of your printing needs. And of course, go visit iBallRadio.com for all exclusive content and gear. Go shop with your folk, man.
Hey, man.
Shop with your folk.
Really tap into that Real Talk Tees, man, because you can wear your lifestyle. Whatever you feeling like,
tell them
in your life, and you want to hashtag it or wear it.
Tell them
we can make it happen.
We can make it happen, man. So make sure you go check out realtalktees.bigcartel.com. But with that being said, DWill, tell these folks where they can follow you on social media. Wrong button.
Yeah, man. You can follow me on Facebook at Brian Williams Sr. You can find me on X. You can find me on X at Coach B334. You can find me on IG, DWill334. You can find me on my business page, little iBall Properties. That's iBall Properties. You can also find me on my real estate page on Brian Williams _SR, also on IG. And that's it.
That's it, man. Y'all already know, across all platforms at iBall Radio. Y'all see it on the screen, man. At iBall Radio across all platforms. And, of course, go check out all the websites that I just told you, iBallRadio.com, GuardYourMan.org, and RealTalkTees.BigCartel.com. And, of course, we got plenty of shows, man. Player Circle coming up this week. It's a big one, too, boy. Y'all gonna be like, oh man, when we drop this Player Circle on y'all this week. Also, Coach's Corner. Y'all gonna be like, oh man, when y'all see who we got coming up on Coach's Corner. And of course, go check out Open Court with Derek Williams as I drop all things college, pro, sports on there, man. I'm giving y'all my in-depth opinion. And I hope y'all hate it to make you watch. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But chill, Will, man. Let's get up out of here, man.
Last name Will, first name Chill. Move with a purpose.
Move with a purpose, man. And y'all already know they call me Coach because I teach you how to ball. Until next week, we out. Peace. You've just experienced the iBall Podcast, the flagship program of iBall Radio and iBallRadio.com.